Pep Talk UK, Pro Beez. Hey, Vampire Life. Awoo!
That's how it's got to be.
That's how it's got to be,
on
man.
This kind of Halloween thing. It's Halloween nearly night.
Hey, I'm delighted to be joined by the former British and Commonwealth champion.
Yes, that's
Julius
right.
Francis. How's tricks?
Yeah, not so bad, bearing up. You know, it's a bit of a strange time with this COVID thing and lockdown and people losing jobs and all that. So, you know, I'm kind of sending good wishes out there for those people that are kind of going through it, and stay strong, stay the course, you know, and we'll come through it good, you know?
Hey, look, you know, anytime there's a big heavyweight fight about to take place, that when the heavyweight bangs start happening, I've got to seek a man that knows what he's talking about, man.
Well, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. Maybe some would say yes, some would say no. You know, everybody has their own opinion, but yeah, I know. But the thing is, though, I keep saying to myself that in certain fights I've got these predictions wrong, and I don't like getting it too wrong. And you know, I don't want it to become a thing that I make these bad predictions. You know, but yeah, we got this big fight coming up tomorrow with Chisora Usyk, and it is a fight that is very much anticipated, very much anticipated, and you know, I've been following obviously the social media, watching the pair of them, and you know what was funny I saw today? Not funny, but there was a change. There was a real change in Chisora's, Derek Chisora's demeanour, which I actually now I'm liking. You know, the way he's changed from being a very nice, affable guy to this real menacing kind of type monster.
Beast mode.
That's yeah, and that's a good shout. It's a good shout. So yeah, for me, I like that change. You know, seeing him painted up in that white garb, what he had on, and the mask and everything, he did look very menacing, and I hope he brings that tomorrow. You know, yeah, I hope he brings that same mental strength and attitude tomorrow, because he's not an easy fight. He's not an easy fight or an easy fighter that he's fighting. He's a very well-schooled. He's a very well-schooled switch-hitting fighter. Good strength in both hands. Knows, like, it's expected of him. He's moving up into the heavyweight division, and is expected of him to really make a big jump and make a big statement. But the way I've seen kind of posts of Derek working in the gym with David Haye and stuff, I'm hoping it all comes together for him. I really am. I really want to see him really do well, you know what I mean?
It's crazy how enemies can work so well together.
It's, you know, say, I don't know, however long David and Derek fought, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. It seems like, it doesn't seem like a long time ago. And actually seeing how there was so much between them two, so much animosity and bad blood, and you know, like they had the fence up between them both when they had the press conference, and there was really a lot of bad vibes and bad words said to each other, to each other in both camps. And now to see them work in the way that they do together now is actually really. I know we don't really, as fighters, we shouldn't and don't hold grudges, and you know, it's a bad thing to have. But to see, yeah, David Haye won his world title, and he came away from boxing and he retired from boxing, and then decided to go and however Derek and David came together after their fight, and then when David came away and Derek was still fighting, and now they've made that change to be actually working together. And I think it was David maybe that did approach Derek and said that he could help him. And I think what I've seen, what David has brought to Derek, he's made him this. He's slightly changed him, and I say this as well. If Derek can learn a quarter of what David can teach. Because I used to spar with David, and David's a very, very good fighter, puncher. Lots of. He was heavy. David was heavy-handed. I don't think he actually realised that how heavy-handed he actually really was.
The haymaker, the one bang. Yeah.
Because he did have tremendous power. David had really tremendous power. Deceptive power. That's what he had. And what I hope that David can teach Derek is that there's some moves that David used to do. Like he had this, like you throw a punch towards David, and he had a step back. He stepped back and come back with a right hand crack. And he saw it when he put over John Ruiz. When he put him up, he does the same kind of very similar thing. And I think if Derek can learn and has learned anything like that, then it's going to be a dangerous fight for Usyk, because and I know it's not really Derek's style, because Derek is like a bull. He's like a bull, and he wants to be that aggressive, really aggressive, in-your-face type fight, and you can't fault him for that, because that's the way he knows how to fight. But I would hope that there's some changes, and Derek can get behind a good solid jab, and maybe throw those have faster feet, and throw those good straight right hands that you know that he can do a lot of damage with. You know. So,
Julius, you're forgetting his name, War.
War, yeah. He does. He brings war, man. He brings war, yes, and you know, but this is one thing. What I kind of don't want Derek to go and do is just go and rush Usyk and walk onto something, you know, because as we know, Usyk is a fantastically skilled fighter, you know, and it would be good. I'd like to. I don't know how the game plan would go, but it would be good to see Chisora take Usyk into those late rounds and like take him into deep water and see if he can drown him in deep water. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they say. You're going to take the fighter, suck it up, and drill the body. You know, throw them in good hard tough body shots, lots of head shots and tough body shots, and maybe take Usyk into somewhere where he hasn't been.
Has Usyk got the power to make Chisora lean back? As Fat Joe says?
Yeah, he has. He has got that shit, because Usyk is again deceptive strength, because he's coming up from light heavy cruiser now as a fully blown heavyweight. He's 15 stone something, you know, 15 and a half stone. Yeah. And 15 and a half stone in relative terms is not a big heavyweight. But if you're 15 and a half stone and you know how to throw punches and you've got good power, Mike Tyson wasn't more than 15 and a half stone in most of his fights, you know, and he was bowling over guys at 18, 19 stone, you know. Dare I testify to that? So being a 15 and a half stone fighter is not necessarily a disadvantage, you know. Usyk is 15 and a half stone, Derek is coming in about 17 and a half, 18 stone.
18 stone free, yeah.
But what I've seen of Derek looks in very, very good shape, you know. And I don't want, like I say, I don't want Derek to just rush in there and try and throw these big haymakers and try and take Usyk out with one shot. I think he's going to have to take him into deep water, wear him out and wear him down. You know, that's how I see the fight, how I would like to see the fight go. You know, it's a very well anticipated fight. It's a real big pity that the fight couldn't be in front of a live crowd, obviously, because of what's going on. And it would have been a fantastic fight in the arena, or you know, where it's even at Wembley Stadium. You know, it would have been a big fight and a big crowd, and you know. It's a pity that it's going this way, but that's the way boxing is nowadays. So,
will it affect Derek Chisora? I mean, he's used to having the crowd roar him on, saying, "Oh, Derek Chisora."
Yeah, "Oh, Derek Chisora." That's why they sing that song. And I think that they've got to mentally put that aside. you know, and know that there's going to be, I don't know if there's going to be 50 or 60 people in the arena, whatever, 100 people in the arena, I don't know. But yeah, you just go in there and get on with the job, and that's what he's got to, I think, just make sure he's concentrated 100%. It's a big fight for him. It's a big fight, and I would, like I say, I really would like to see him do it. You know, it's a big ask in a way, but Derek's got that heart. You know, Derek ain't gonna just lay down after getting hit in the chin. He's not gonna just lay down. You know, Derek's gonna it's always gonna give his best shot, and you know, I just hope it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah. And what is your prediction? Your final prediction?
My final prediction. I'd like to see Derek win. You know, whether he gets a late stoppage. I don't think the fight will go. I don't think there'll be a stoppage before 8 rounds. I can't see a stoppage before 8 rounds, and the way I kind of see, because Usyk is going to be switching in, and that's maybe be a problem for Derek. But Derek, as we know, he's a game fighter. You know, but I'd like to see Derek take him into the late rounds and maybe try and drown him. You know. So I can see a stoppage after 9 rounds.
Stoppage Derek Chisora?
Yeah, a stoppage for Derek Chisora after 9 rounds.
Are you going to sing that song?
Really, do you want me to? Oh, Derek Chisora. I don't know why I'm saying this.
I'm sure you appreciate
but yeah,
that,
yeah, you know, it's yeah, good luck anyway. You know what? Good luck.
All right, Julius, man, it's been a pleasure.
No problem.
Once more, Pep Talk,
no worries.
Nightlife, Vampire Life with Julius Francis.
There you
Subscribe.
Go.